I used this guy for a free meal, and now he's holding my hand.
She just admitted to using a man's resources under false pretenses, and she's proud of it. This woman just confessed to fraud on camera and thinks it's cute. She took this man's time, energy, and money while having zero intention of reciprocating anything, and now she's complaining that he expects basic human affection in return. This behavior is normalized now. Women openly brag about using men for free meals, free entertainment, free validation, and free emotional labor. They've turned deception and manipulation into an art form, and society celebrates them for it. Meanwhile, if a man expects anything in return, even basic courtesy, he's labeled as entitled or creepy. The sexual marketplace has become a scam.
Hello, boys. Wait, boys. Boys!
And while I'm at it, let's normalize cheating, ladies. And when your man find out you cheating, kick, scream, beg, cry on the floor, telling you will never, ever, ever do it again. Once he heal and y'all good, cheat on him again. He'll be okay. He will heal.
What?
Bring back yearning and simping.
It's okay to put your ego down and
Those are the best ones because you know she genuinely desires you.
Bring back yearning and simping.
it's okay to put your ego down and it's okay to not be this like cool guy and actually go up to the girl and talk to her.
Guys need to like get over like the thought of like what their buddies think of them. If you like a girl, like you should not be like scared to like act on it or pursue her with the thought of like what are my buddies gonna think. Why are we not like yearning over girls and like simping over girls? Like if you like somebody, like why are you not like obsessed with her?
She's somebody that you would go for.
No, sorry.
What is your type, if you don't mind me asking?
My type actually, unfortunately, is not here today.
Rejected.
But all of you guys are very, very lovely. Yeah. But you are not my type.
Thank you for clarifying.
Of course. Thank you.
What about her that's not your type?
I love the hair. It's very nice. It's just physically, I'm not really attracted to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You shouldn't even want to turn a hoe into a housewife. If you want a wife, then you go get your wife. If you want a hoe, then you got to be a pimp.
Why do girls flake but keep on texting us?
We just need somebody to fucking talk to. We're bored.
Hey, yo. Who are better people, men or women?
Women,
Why?
because we're just better than y'all. And we're
So-
not trashy like y'all.
So have you ever like written an essay like in school?
What about it?
Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
And you just put just cuz? Would that pass as a grade?
No.
Okay. Can you give a better reason?
Not really right now because I'm on my way to go do something, but
Okay. So nothing comes to mind?
not at the moment, but
Because you said that pretty fast.
yeah.
So you should like have like a lot of examples, you know?
Yeah.
Why aren't men making the first move anymore? Like, that's literally your job. That's your responsibility to show that initial interest. That's your job to go get that girl's number, to go tell her that you're interested. You're afraid of getting rejected? Be a man, grow up.
Listen to this entitled woman demanding that men continue to take all the social and emotional risks while she contributes absolutely nothing to the interaction. She wants men to approach her, court her, entertain her, pay for her, and handle all the emotional labor of dating, while she sits there like some kind of prize to be won. But what exactly is the prize? What does she bring to the table besides an inflated ego and a body count that probably requires scientific notation? This is the fundamental delusion of modern women. They think their mere existence is so valuable that men should be grateful for the opportunity to serve them. They've been told they're queens and goddesses for so long that they genuinely believe men should compete for the privilege of spending money on them. She tells men to be a man and grow up, but what has she done to earn that masculine energy? Has she developed any feminine virtues? Can she cook, clean, or take care of a home? Is she loyal, supportive, or nurturing? Of course not. She's probably spent her 20s riding the carousel, and now she expects high-value men to compete for her. The audacity is breathtaking.
I'm trying to figure out when did all the men collectively decide, oh, we want the ladies to chase us.
A few moments later.
Why would I chase you? And I'm the one that gotta pay for everything.
We listen and we don't judge. When we were on our break, I got back together with my ex and we filmed content, and I'm still making money off of it.
This woman just admitted to creating pornographic content with an ex-boyfriend and profiting from it while being in a new relationship. Let that sink in. She's selling recordings of herself being defiled by another man, and she thinks this is something to brag about. This is the level of shamelessness we're dealing with. Imagine being in a relationship with this woman and knowing that she's actively making money from videos of her getting railed by her ex.
Listen and we don't judge. When we were on our break, I got back together with my ex and we filmed content, and I'm still making money off of it.
It's an evil world we live in.
You don't play hard to get?
Depends. If I really like you, then yeah.
Wait, so if you like the dude, you play hard to get with him?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to understand the psychology behind that. Why is that?
Make them work harder, innit?
Okay.
If I like.
Okay, so if you like the dude, you play hard to get with him?
Yeah.
Okay, but I want to understand the psychology behind that. Why is that?
Make them work harder, innit?
Okay.
If I like them, I want them to work it for it.
Here's a confession from the horse's mouth about the sadistic psychology of modern women. She admits that if she likes a man, she deliberately makes his life more difficult. She intentionally creates obstacles and barriers because she enjoys watching men suffer and struggle for her attention. Think about the level of narcissism required to believe that your affection is so valuable that men should have to work and suffer for it. This woman has convinced herself that she's such a prize that men should be grateful for the opportunity to jump through her hoops and dance for her entertainment.
And does it usually work?
Yeah. If you like a guy, you want him to work harder for you.
So then why are you still single if it works?
Because I don't want a man right now.
Okay, what do you want? A woman?
No, I don't want no one. I want to work, live my life.
What if
Men are complicated. They complicate things.
What?
Women. You believe that men and women can be just friends?
Yes. Yeah, of course. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
I think it'd be hard to do.
Yes.
I mean, we're all men.
I know.
So of course we're going to have those feelings, and we can be content with just friendship, and we can be silent regarding those feelings, but we're going to have them.
Yes.
No. No way. No.
Yes. Yes.
We're losing our men. Yeah, we're losing our men. I said it. And we're not losing our men because there's a shortage of men and them in jail or them gay or them married. No, we're losing our men because we're not treating them correctly.
Finally, one woman with a functioning brain. But notice how rare this perspective is in the entire compilation. Out of dozens of women interviewed, only one has the self-awareness to recognize that women bear responsibility for the current state of male-female relationships. The rest are completely delusional about their role in creating the mess they're complaining about. But even this woman doesn't go far enough. She says women aren't treating men correctly, but the reality is much worse than poor treatment. Modern women are actively hostile to masculinity, femininity, and basic human decency. They've declared war on the concept of stable relationships while simultaneously demanding all the benefits that stable relationships provide.
Y'all, men are trash. I literally just found out that this guy I hooked up with like a few times many years ago is now in a relationship. Like, I'm gonna message his girl.
Ideal boyfriend, available but not too available. I don't want to hang out with you all the time. I want to see you maybe twice a week.
Yeah.
And don't be obsessed with me.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And let her go out, you know.
Let me go out.
Let her wear whatever she wants.
Let me wear what the f
She
I want.
happens to make out with someone.
Who cares?
So be it.
It was a slip up.
This is what feminism, social media, and hookup culture have produced: a generation of narcissistic, manipulative, sexually degenerates who view men as nothing more than resources to be exploited. Let's be completely honest about what we're dealing with here. These women have spent their most valuable years, their teens and 20s, engaging in the most degenerate behavior imaginable. They've had dozens if not hundreds of sexual partners. They've participated in hookup culture, made pornographic content, practiced every form of sexual deviance known to humanity, and accumulated more psychological damage than a war veteran. But here's where it gets really disgusting. After spending years acting like this, they expect high-value men to treat them like virtuous women. They want the respect, commitment, and resources that were traditionally reserved for women who had actually earned them through feminine virtue, loyalty, and sexual purity. The woman bragging about using men for free meals represents the tip of the iceberg. Modern women have turned manipulation and dissection into standard operating procedure. They lie about their past, their intentions, their feelings, and their goals. They present themselves as relationship material while having no intention of being good partners. They're running elaborate long-term scams on decent men who are foolish enough to believe their performance. And society not only tolerates this behavior, it celebrates it. We live in a culture that encourages women to be as promiscuous, manipulative, and selfish as possible while simultaneously demanding that men continue to provide them with resources, attention, and commitment. It's the greatest theft operation in human history, and it's being perpetrated against the very men who built and maintained civilization. After decades of feminist indoctrination telling them they're perfect exactly as they are, these women genuinely believe they deserve high-value men regardless of their own value or behavior. The woman demanding that men approach and court her while offering nothing in return perfectly encapsulates this delusion. They want men to perform masculinity on demand, be confident, take risks, provide resources, handle rejection, while they perform absolutely no feminine virtues in return. They won't cook, clean, support, nurture, or remain loyal. They won't even pretend to be pleasant company. But they still expect men to compete for the privilege of serving them. The hard truth that no one wants to say out loud is that most modern women are completely worthless as long-term partners. They bring nothing to relationships except demands, drama, and baggage. They've been so corrupted by feminism and hookup culture that they're incapable of the basic feminine virtues that make women worth committing to. A woman who has slept with dozens of men, manipulated men for resources, and spent her 20s practicing every form of degeneracy imaginable is not relationship material. She's not wife material. She's not mother material. But here's the final black pill: this behavior is getting worse, not better. Each generation of women is more narcissistic, more manipulative, and more sexually degraded than the last. The standards for what constitutes acceptable female behavior have completely collapsed, and there's no sign of any correction coming. The solution isn't to adapt to this degeneracy or try to game the system. The solution is to recognize these women for what they are and refuse to participate in their scam operation. Let them die alone with their cats and their OnlyFans accounts. Let them experience the natural consequences of their choices without any male intervention or support. They created this mess with their hypergamy, their entitlement, and their complete rejection of feminine virtue. Now they can live with the results. The dating market isn't broken, it's working exactly as intended. These women price themselves out of relationships with decent men, and now they're discovering that the top-tier men they're chasing have no reason to commit to them when they can get the same thing from a dozen other women just like them. This is what collapse looks like in real time. Not economic or political collapse, but the complete breakdown of the fundamental building blocks of civilization, stable relationships between men and women. And the women you just watched are both the cause and the consequence of that breakdown.